We're calling this then.
9.75.
This is episode 9.75.
All right, go ahead. 9.75 roadblocks. What is that about?
Roadblocks.
Explain that to me.
It's the metaphor. Think about when runners run, right? They always say they hit that wall,
Yep.
right? How do they get around that wall and finish the race? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But this is for everyone in life because my whole day consists of people telling me shit that's going wrong and what I don't hear is how you're going to fix it. Which is the same shit you do to me, though, to challenge me.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, so what's the solution? What's next? Your thing. What's next? But all day, we just talk about things we can't do or what the problem is instead of let's fix it. Or how do I get through that? How do
Mm-hmm.
I finish? Like all day. That's my day. Like, how will I ever get over him? How will I make this happen? How can I do this? Why isn't this going this way? Oh, this is stopping me. This is stopping me. This is stopping me. This is stopping me. It's the roadblock. And they don't exist to you.
No, not one.
Why?
Why would
Why?
they?
Why would
Why
they?
would they?
Why would
They
they?
definitely don't exist for me. Not even
That's
close.
that's what I mean though. To everyone else, there's this little list here of things that they read off in their head. They're like, I can't because of this, XYZ, blah, 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 blah.
All great reasons to not be successful. That's what they are.
Yeah, yeah.
Excuses to not be successful.
They think they're not, so they're right.
I don't do roadblocks. No, that's not gonna
I
happen.
don't.
I don't. Never. I don't. I don't.
Max Mac Daddy's got a wide open paved Route 66
No, it's
vibe.
when you just know you're gonna do something, you know it, right? It goes back to that confidence when you know you're gonna do something. You just know, right? It's that true belief in yourself. I think it comes from when
Yeah.
you're well, if you're like in a spot where I am, there's no one's gonna help me, right? So if something goes wrong, whether it's at my engineering job or with all the other businesses I own, who am I gonna turn to? I got nobody. It's me, right? So think about that.
Mhm.
I have to be real creative real quick. But the answer is
Mhm.
never going to be I can't do this. That's not even a remote option, right? So when you finally get to a spot where you know that you're the person and you're the only one that has the answers, you learn to think very quickly and you definitely 100% believe in yourself because over time you become a result of the decisions you made, not someone else. So you know no matter
Mhm.
what, you're going to figure it out. You know what I mean?
So do you think that it takes people like getting to that point where they're isolated almost?
It takes people to get to the point where they 100% rely on themselves.
Yeah, because now they finally just don't have anything other than themselves for the situation.
Yeah, and sometimes, yeah, and that's the thing. So, for instance, at my engineering job, I got like 13 guys that work, for me, with me, whatever, and night,
Hmm.
day and night shift. And so, when there's a major problem, it requires a lot of thought, and everyone's perplexed. They don't know what to do. Whatever, they have an issue. What are they gonna do? They instantly go to anxiety mode. They start thinking, and
Hmm.
then they shut down. Then when their brain shuts down, they come see me, and then I have to fix it. But who am I going to turn to? It's me. That's my job, right? To fix those things.
Right,
So
right.
I have not had a help fixing a damn thing, and I have no clue how long it's been. So at this point, I've built up a decent amount of confidence as a result of that.
Yours is like it's gone on for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of us, it's like it took these weird, hellish like battles of weird trial and losing so many people and unless you went through that too, and I just don't know it.
Losing people?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've lost people, but that didn't affect my decision making. You know what I mean?
Right. But it affects most of us.
It may, well, yeah, it
Like
might.
losing the interest of like friends or relationships.
Oh, well, yeah, yeah. Well, don't worry about that shit. Like, if you're gonna be
Well,
you're a leader, you don't worry
or
about that stuff.
right. Right. But like it took losing, for me, it took losing everybody and everything to finally like say, hey, shit's gotta change. I gotta get through this. I need to depend on myself.
Mm,
And that's what it took from me. And then day in and day out, it's like an all day fest of, oh, well, I can't get through this. I can't do this because of this. And that blah, 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 blah. This. We can't fix it. We can't fix it because you always have someone to come whine to.
hmm.
You always have someone there taking care of you in the background. You always have um, like things that kind of let you slide, whether
Hmm.
it be your parent or a friend or your boss or your body, your athleticism, whatever it is, running the race. Well, I can't finish because of this. I can't. I can't. I just can't. Because they always have people around them kind of motivating that.
I know. I just happen to be that person that people come to for that. So
Right.
because I don't have
And so
anybody,
am I.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. That's just something I try to teach people. You gotta be able to figure shit out on your own. You gotta be
Right.
able to. You gotta make decisions and live with your decisions and take the consequences of your decisions. I'm not talking huge
Right.
ones. You start small, but you have to know that no matter what, looking back, say, oh, I'm a result of my decisions, not 30 other people, you know?
Yeah. Right.
And eventually you're
The
in a
influence
spot
of
where,
circle.
yeah, eventually you're in a spot where that's how you end up in a spot like this. You just have to, you're the person. And eventually you have 100% true confidence in yourself. Um, and you don't, yeah, when you've been solving problems yourself since you were like a kid, you just eventually you have so much confidence in yourself that it doesn't matter. There are no roadblocks, you know? There really aren't.
Mm-hmm.
It's shit that'll slow you
I
down.
agree.
It's
No.
shit that'll slow you down, but
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, I agree. I don't think there's anything that could happen to me at this point that might actually shock me anymore. I think we are unshockable.
you know what,
It
guys,
is
stop
finally
bitching.
numb.
Think about what guys stop bitching
Yeah.
to me at. As I said, so I work as a process engineer, and so there's 13 or so guys that work for me or with me on my team, however you want to look at it. Um, if they come to me with a problem, they have to have two solutions. So it's just a rule. Instant.
That's a good rule.
Damn right it is. And I hammer them with that
I'm
right
gonna
off the
use
bat.
that.
I'm like, okay, you want to bitch to me? Cool. I need two solutions right now. Some
Huh.
step up. So I'm like, well, you want to come and bitch to me? You don't even have one
Oh,
solution for me? Are you kidding me? Tell me your brain just shut off.
I I am stealing that.
Mm-hmm. If you want to bitch
I'm
to me,
totally taking that.
you. Cause it's funny. A lot of times when they start getting that mindset going, by the time they come and bitch to you, they bitch a little more lightly, and they they're already thinking about some stuff. So then you help them kind of unravel those thoughts, and you're like, okay,
Hmm.
so you did have some thoughts there. Let's work those out. I'll tell you if it makes sense or not.
Hmm.
And then they start talking. Then they're learning. They're feeling in control. They're exploring their creativity. They're coming up with solutions to
Hmm.
problems. And then eventually what happens is they learn to solve their own problems. And that's how I've been
Hmm.
doing it for years. And it works really well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No, it does.
Hmm.
Makes you think. Makes you use that creative faculty.
It does. But the first thing that happens, I said in that industry that I'm an engineer in, it's it's very high stakes. It gets expensive when people make mistakes and they make bad decisions, and when making all these intricate parts, aerospace stuff, and So if they aren't thinking on their feet and they're not, if they instantly automatically have the go to, which is, I'm just going to go bitch to the boss, well, bitch to Sean, whatever. It's like your brain shuts off. You know, as soon as the anxiety sets in, some people either shut down or they step up. Most people shut down, you know, instead of being like, I'll get this
Right.
shit. I'll get this, you know. I try to teach them to have the mindset,
Well,
I'll get this.
we're in such a state now where we're all living in fear of things that haven't even happened and things that they've
Exactly.
created in their mind,
Hmm.
and that probably wouldn't have even gone that way. It was just an irrational thought. It's like pain. Pain in the body isn't real either. Those are
Well,
all thoughts.
now there's some realness to pain.
There is
A
some,
lot of it is mental, but there's real pain, of course. A lot of it is
right.
mental, though.
I'm talking like outside of the skin, got a scratch, got a cut, whatever. It's not usually, that's just like a little trick to the brain, a little signal. Or when
Yeah.
we're working out,
Hmm.
ow, my body hurts because I got deeper in my squat. No, no.
Hmm.
Keep like push through the pain.
Yeah. People can go way further
And
than
that's
they realize. Way further.
yeah,
I learned that
right.
when I was becoming a trainer. When I was going to school and stuff, I remember going to some of the highest level trainers I could find and finding out what real training meant. And they showed me that I could go like 70% further than I thought I could. So and then I've of course applied that to every person I've trained since, and I was shocked. I mean, I was like, "Holy shit!" You know, like my brain shut down way
Mhm.
before my body did. I now know that, and
Mhm.
luckily I've been able to teach that to others. You know,
Mhm.
so the brain definitely shuts down. Again, the brain creates roadblocks that aren't even there.
Right. Right. So
Yeah.
how do we tell people to eliminate them? Get around
If
them,
you, as
get
soon as
through
you
them.
start bitching, create two solutions to every problem. So if you're gonna bitch about something, have two solutions for that. If you're gonna spend
Hmm.
the time to bitch, you better have two solutions. I don't
Hmm.
care if they make sense or not. Just come up with something. As soon as you start thinking about things, your brain opens up.
Hmm.
The roadblock is knowing that someone's gonna bail you out. When you know it's no one to bail you out, put yourself in my
Yeah,
position. I have
that's
zero.
that's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
People in their life are an scapegoat. Like
Looking for a
they're
bailout.
they're an out.
Yeah.
But what happens when you're finally out of those people, of the out people?
When you're the boss and you're at the top, um,
Yeah.
trust me, it's you you're on your toes. You're thinking creatively, and you have no. I haven't had anybody to help me through anything in so long that that's why I'm where I am. That's it right there.
Right.
You know,
No,
that's it.
when I was struggling, like my parents couldn't do anything. They couldn't do it. They couldn't do shit. They're not in that position.
Right.
They're just not. I mean, not minus like bad, explosive relationships, like moving home. That's happened. That was my scapegoat for sure. But like struggling financially and like finding the purpose in the career, these are all things they weren't capable of giving. And they still are mad at me for trying to fix it because they didn't fix their own problems either.
But you know what the problem
And
is?
I'm product of that environment.
Even considering the parents, you just have to. Eventually, you have to realize it's you and no one but you,
Right.
right? And you have
Right.
to truly know
No,
that.
and I did.
Yeah. You have to go
Right.
through that. Then eventually you become a leader because people look to you like they're like, wow, this fucker doesn't even know roadblocks, you know?
Right.
I do not know
No, I know you
roadblocks.
don't.
Zero.
You don't.
There's not even a chance. I don't even understand it. And I get it, but I don't. That's
Right.
weird. You basically have
Right.
to know there's a solution to everything.
But yeah.
Two
No, that's the
solutions.
mentality I have though.
Yeah.
Two
So if people are gonna
two
walk around bitching
solutions.
around you and you keep calling them on the spot and be like, I need two solutions. Want to bitch to me? Give me two
Yeah.
solutions. Two right
Yeah.
now. And sometimes they start vomiting ideas. I'm telling you.
Mine usually in putting people in timeout for the day, and then I think about it, And then they come back and they're like, oh, I see what you wanted. I see what you meant. I see, I see, I see. I'm like, silent treatment. That's more my style. I put you in a nice little timeout
Hmm.
until you figure it out. Because then they start searching for all of the answers.
Yeah.
It's a timeout solution. That's always been my way, especially lately with these people going over something, over anything. I'm like, don't speak to me until you figure it out.
So what roadblocks you
Pretty
running?
much.
What roadblocks are you running into though? What do you got? Are you getting? Are
Me?
you roadblocking yourself?
I have in the past, for sure. Um,
You're still doing it.
on some things, not on everything though. You know, I do want my obligations to come to a focus of like three main ones, not 20 ambitions, because that definitely spreads me thin, for sure. And
Mm-hmm.
then I don't just follow one because I'm spread on 20.
Right.
Right.
You're getting weird
So
reception.
I think
Do you see
me,
yourself? Yeah, you're all like fucking pixeled.
I see me and I see you.
Hmm.
Is it me?
Yeah. Oh, I think so. I don't know. I mean, you're all pixelated.
Oh,
Huh.
doesn't say anything on my end.
Yeah, I'm not here either. Weird. Huh. Well, maybe it
Just
records.
random.
Maybe it'll
I
record good.
Yeah. I think we still need to consider Google World or Hangout or whatever
Let's try it.
eventually. Well, and because people have asked us to come on and they're all in different places too.
Yeah, no, we gotta work that
So
out.
we gotta be able to have like three or four screens, which would be cool.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, back to the roadblocks. What roadblocks are you in right now? What are we doing to get past your roadblocks?
Me?
You know what it is? It's over time. You're gonna get better at it.
It's it's you and the accountability though over me. That's what holds me to it.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna teach you
That's what
eventually,
makes
though.
me
I
go,
know.
oh shit.
I'm gonna teach people
I
everybody.
know. I know that you're right. Like that's the thing. I know you're right.
Right.
Not in denial of that whatsoever.
Just remember, in the end, there's nobody there for you. It's I mean, yeah. I took that obviously as it from well, not obviously, but from as I was since I was a kid. That's been a legit
Mhm.
had to rely on myself, right? Because I had a fucked up childhood, so I had to rely on myself. But that's applied. I've been applying that ever since. You know. So
Mhm.
sometimes being that person turns you into a leader instead of being. So that makes me weird at times. But what's funny is being the weird person at times has turned me into the cool guy or what. You know what I mean? Because people are like this dude
Always.
just does his own thing. Been that way all through high school, all through
Always.
ever. You know, just do my own thing, and eventually people seem to follow along. I guess because a lot of
I was
people,
the lone wolf in high school.
yeah,
I didn't
it's,
like any
it's
of them.
it's one of those things.
Like,
Eventually,
like I don't like any of you.
if you're considering what a, it's nothing. You don't want people to hate you or anything, but it's like to be a true leader, you definitely have to. You do your own thing, and that includes not believing in roadblocks and just you have an idea and you just do it. We've talked about this before. You just do it.
Mhm.
You know what are roadblocks?
Right.
They're fucking shit you make up in your head. You know
Right.
you might go, oh, it's gonna suck, but it's not a roadblock.
Right.
you know.
No, I agree. Right. This this is like hundreds of people who come to me a day for this. All of these things. Every single day.
Eventually, you'll see no
And mine is
roadblocks.
on the spiritual side.
Mm.
Mine is more like spiritually and like mental peace. My faith is really strong and it's the highest it's ever been. And they know that I've created mental sanity from all of the things that I've overcome. So that's the side that I can actually teach on. That to me, there is no roadblocks there. Like that's the easy part.
Mm.
I'm on the other part now. the take care of my life thing and the purpose. Those are my work through situations. But no, for me it's a daily thing of like a mental battle for people and what they stop themselves because of the prisons they create in their mind.
Yeah, people letting emotions guide their actions.
Emotions, trauma, lots of things. Depression, anxiety,
Emotions guiding
um,
actions.
emotions. Yeah, dangerous,
Mm-hmm.
dangerous.
So you can't follow your emotions on shit. You got a plan. You have to follow through.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. It's that they can't remove themselves out of the mental hell emotionally. They can't remove that part of the equation. They don't see it like a matter of fact thing like I do now. But I'll admit, like that took a lot of development, a lot of practice, a lot of work, grinding, excruciating work. And I still, you and I both talk about books like every day. Like there's a lot of things that brought me peace. God being like my first, but
Mm.
like everything. So I'm like, there are no roadblocks in the brain. There's none. Over mental peace. You can have peace. You can have my happiness and still be in struggles, like getting through life. It's, but I'm okay every single day, no matter what. Like, I may get mad sometimes. I may lose my shit, but then I always have a good thing about the day, no matter what. And that's just my mind.
Got to control that shit to a point.
Right.
Just remember,
Right.
like I said before, people's ability to keep the promises that they make to themselves is what builds confidence. So eventually, when you always keep those promises you make to yourself, you know that roadblocks don't exist, right? Because you truly know. Think about that. You actually know
Mhm.
because you can back that up
Mhm.
with factual evidence with things that
Right.
you've done and overcome. So eventually you realize that roadblocks don't exist because one has never stopped you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's the best way to look
Right.
at it. So if you can stop breaking the promises that you keep to yourself, you won't have roadblocks. It's
Mhm.
impossible. It's impossible.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree completely. People need to see that. They just don't have your mindset
They
about
will.
it.
They will.
Yeah. They can. It's
It's
yeah,
as
they
simple as it
easily can.
sounds. It's as simple as it sounds. It really is.
Yeah.
So that's roadblocks. Let's do another episode.
That's that's roadblocks.
I